Hello everyone, my name is Andres Monjarres and here we are, all the team, with Natalie Villasana, Luis Garcia, and with the guest Pamela Bencomo. Today we are going to talk about an eating disorder and we are going to begin. And the first question is, what factors can cause an eating disorder?
Okay, well, mainly is multifactorial. It can be, I guess, the most relevant, the psychosocial ones to want to fit in a society, the social problems, and mainly the high information transmitted by all the communication media. It can be a very strong impact, and if we add the existence of a psychological disorder or a situation where the person is affected, it can be the result of many factors united that can derive an alimentation disorder. It exists a lot of alimentation disorders nowadays, where we heritage a bigger knowledge of the anorexia, bulimia, but we can talk about the bigorexia, meganorexia, that there are other types of common disorders, mainly in the young stage of people, teenagers, so they are multifactorial.
Okay. The second question is, what actions predominate in a person with eating disorders?
Okay, these people
tend to be more obsessive with most things, with the type of alimentation, with the exercise, with the physique, and with the situation that surrounds them. In fact, if there is a situation that takes them out of this box or out of their comfort zone, can generate a strong crisis. This can lead to other behavior and to get more illness. The real problem of eating disorders is that they get more diseases every time, and this can end up in death.
And our last question is it possible to treat all eating disorders?
Yes, it is very possible. Above all, a multidisciplinary team is needed, composed of specialist doctors, a psychologist, a nutritionist, and nurses that allow putting the patient at the center in a comprehensive way and covering all areas within what are medication, what is going to be about the emotional, what is going to be about the nutritional. There are many issues and each of the disorder is different. For example, if we talk about anorexia, the patient stops eating. Then, how is he going to feed himself? Because you can give him food just like that. Because there is something called feedback syndrome, so this means that the patient can die immediately. So, it's about going little by little, in the company of a doctor and chemist, who can tell you what its biochemical values are in the blood in order to rehabilitate it. In bulimia, psychological treatment, accompanied by an adequate eating plan, comes into play. Here the control of emotions is much more common in order to rehabilitate the patient. What bigorexia is when a person has an obsession with doing a lot of exercise because they worry a lot about their physical appearance. So they do a lot of exercise and can damage their muscles and bones. So they need control and balance between how healthy they are and the exercise, and the health that can have an impact. Menorexia is not so well known. However, it occurs when patients typically look obese and you think that the glucose, triglycerides, and cholesterol studies are going to come out high. And then they do tests and they come out good on the studies, so they think that it is because they do well in their studies. However, we know that it is not the case, and they believe that they look good physically. So it is about raising awareness, not so much for the physical form, but for the health of the patient. Because from one moment to the next, they can develop hypertension, diabetes, or even cancer. So it is about giving importance to the emotion and physical health too. So in conclusion, they can rehabilitate with the appropriate equipment and the necessary followment, and above all, what the patient wants.
I think is everything, teacher. Thank you very much for receiving us.
Thank you for having me.
We only have a last question. What do you suggest creating a healthy culture around these disorders and how to treat them?
I believe that right now we have a great advantage on our side, and that is that we have many resources on our side. It is about losing the fear and taboo of this type of diseases. It is about taking care of your health by going to a nutritionist, and you don't necessarily need to be overweight to go. It's about learning how to feed yourself. As a nutritionist, our mission is for the patient to come with us, and there comes a time when they no longer attend with us because they already know what to eat without us needing to tell them. Then, it is about stopping going to the nutritionist because you want to lose or gain the weight, and rather go for health. Psychological attention is also closely related. Healthy eating is related to the emotional. For example, during exam and stress season, how people eat in those circumstances. It is about losing those fears and taboos that you are doing something wrong, and rather learn to eat correctly from the correct fundamentals. I believe that this is the most important thing to lead a healthy life. Remember that what you do when you are young will be charged when you are older. Also, observe the old people and what their diet was like years ago and how they are currently in health. Observe also the not so old and what their life is like today and how their diet changed and transferred to today with us for what our diet is like and what our development can be like in an adult life with illnesses. This will help us raise awareness of what we should do.
Do you have any question?
No, I think I don't. And you? Well, no, I think that's all.
And respect how we can treat the other people if we know that somebody is suffering any alimentation disorder. How can we help?
Okay, well, this is a very sensitive topic because this being a disease, if the other person doesn't accept our help, there won't be any power on earth to help them. We can sensitize, but we can judge. At the end of the day, it's a disease. We can be mad at someone for having diabetes. We can be angry at someone for having anxiety crisis. Then, acknowledging the disease and give presents like, here I am, I can help you. Look, I found this information. Do you want me to accompany you? I won't force you, but if you want to and you wish it, I can be here for you. So there are a lot of institutions that support it. So if you're close to a person like this, give them the information. This person has to take the decision. If not, it won't be of any help. The person must have the initiative.
Thank you very much, teacher. I think now is all.